bouncing off of just what you said, actually,
Mm.
maybe the business owners who are watching or listening can take note of. But what are some of the characteristics that a business owner can possess to be able to adapt to digital transformation?
Yeah, number one is an open mind, di ba?
Yeah.
If the business owner is tech savvy, then it's easier to adapt digital transformation. Pero if not, I think it's important also to have like a consultant.
This episode is brought to you by the Accounting Starter digital course for small businesses. It's a 7-module self-paced course that teaches you the basics of accounting. And it comes with a free access to our accounting and payroll software. You can check it out at the accountingcourseph.com. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast. Today, my co-host and I will be talking about the 4 stages of digital transformation. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Digital Transformation Academy. My name is Dennis Hilario and I'm here to help you in your digital transformation journey. Let the show begin. Boys, welcome to the Digital Transformation Academy podcast. So today is another Friday. My name is Dennis Hilario and I give my best thoughts and tips about digital transformation, innovation, and creativity. Now with me is Fiona. Hi Fiona, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well.
Mm.
I have a few classes today, but
Mm.
other than that, I'm excited for today's episode.
Yeah, so as you said, we're gonna talk about the 4 stages of digital transformation. But I won't be discussing the definition or the meaning of digital transformation anymore, since
Mm,
I have discussed that in our previous episodes. No,
yeah.
but to you, I haven't asked you this. No, if you hear the word digital transformation, what comes to your mind?
First thing that comes to mind is social media.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Okay.
because, especially with this pandemic, everything was transformed online. So when I think
Mm-hmm.
of digital transformation, it's really about how everything and how everyone went to social media for their businesses. Yeah.
Right, right. Yeah, you're right. Ano, social media is one of the
Yeah.
subcomponents of digital
Mm.
transformation, but it's just a small part of it if you think about the entirety of digital transformation. So, like I said, we have 4 stages. So, I'm gonna name them. So, we have stage one, the digital foundation. Stage two is about the digital culture and employee empowerment.
Mm.
Okay. Stage three is about business process automation or
Yeah.
this digital business automation. And stage four is the digital performance management. No. So, as I have witnessed over the years, a lot of people, when you talk about digital transformation, they jump right away to stage three,
Mm.
which is the digital business automation or business process automation, without considering the foundation. No. Um, so today I'm going to iterate, well, ano lang naman, overview of the different stages. No? But I'd like to emphasize more later in the digital business process automation. No? Again, in my experience, since we are in the business of business process automation, ano, when people avail of our services or products, particularly mga software, di ba? Mga accounting software, ERP and whatnot, ano. Then by the time that we are about to install the software or the solution, doon lang namin nare-realize na the client doesn't have any foundation, no. They don't have networks, they don't have workstations. They don't even, you'll be
Yeah.
surprised, no. Wala silang internet, no. Wala silang servers and whatnot. So we get surprised because they don't have any foundation, and it's not part of our business
Yeah.
of laying out the foundation. Our part is most of the time in the stage three. So we don't have sometimes, or probably most of the times, we have no choice but give them value added services, which is to lay out the foundation in the digital transformation. Ano.
Mm.
So again, like I said, it is not ideal to jump over to the third stage without considering the first 2 stages. No, the stage one ideally should always comes first.
Mm-hmm.
It should always come first because yun nga foundation eh, 'di ba? So I'm gonna iterate a couple of like information but I'll make it quick kasi most of the people naman are familiar with that ano. When you say digital foundation, we're talking about two major aspects no. No one is the on-premise equipment and infrastructure. And then the second is the cloud infra. No? Way back more than 10 years ago, yung cloud infra hindi pa masyadong accepted. Ano? But right now, I think it is necessary to also have the cloud infra. No? When you say on-premise, we're talking about, of course, the workstations, the desktops, that you have to provide for your employees, the mobile devices if there are field work that is being done operationally, and of course the internet and the mobile data. No, so those are the again basically the foundation. No? So if you are working in an office, right now is hindi masyado office setup because of the work from home setup, but eventually later on if you have an office you have to have like network setup, 'di ba, a local area
Yeah.
network, routers, wi-fi routers that has to be established, file servers, printer servers, etc., that are needed to be set up before you start the digital business process automation. It makes sense, 'di ba? So, I think that's the first thing you have to do before even considering other aspect. Pagdating naman sa cloud, of course, a business email should be set up. You'll be surprised, Fiona, because a lot of companies doesn't have a business email.
Really?
Yeah, especially micro and small businesses. They're
So
just
they use personal
using,
email.
yeah, just Gmail or Yahoo.
Okay.
In ano no. But again, if you are serious in your business and serious in establishing your brand, it is important to have that. Of course, a website. To me, in my other topics in my videos, I emphasize the value of a website for a company. No, so you have to
Mm-hmm.
have that. You have to have cloud storages for your backup. So those things again are the foundation of digital transformation. Ano. A lot of people like you said when we talk about digital transformation, you talk about social media, 'di ba? But again, you'll be surprised because a lot of businesses doesn't even have these basic things. How can you do social media if you don't have a business email or 'di ba, a website or
Yeah, that's true.
even internet or mobile data for your employees, di ba? So, yun yung I'd like to emphasize, the foundation, which is generally alam naman ng tao kung ano yung mga yan eh. It's just that they are not aware that you have to establish that first before doing the business process automation. Yun, so that's the basically the digital foundation. That's the stage one. So once you have established your foundation, the stage two is, if you guess, what is it?
Stage two.
Yeah.
Um, is it the people?
You're right.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, it's about the digital culture and employee empowerment. Okay.
Nice.
Because, again, if you jump straight to the stage three, like business process automation, without considering if the people are aware, number one, that you have that initiative, number two, if they are equipped to use technologies, and again, you'll be surprised, a lot of people are not that computer savvy or tech
Yeah.
savvy. I'm sure you guys, your generation is, but I think even I think my generation, marami ring hindi pa masyadong tech savvy,
Yeah.
and very hesitant in using technologies. Okay, so I think after laying out the foundation, you have to establish first the culture in adopting digital. It's a change of mindset. Second is building your core team. Kasi if you're going to establish technologies, then syempre you have to have either an in-house technology person, IT, or outsource IT, or a consultant at least, or if not you, no, in establishing this initiative or implementing this digital transformation. Ano. Another important aspect, syempre, you have to, paano mo gagawin yon? How can you change the mindset of your team? Well, the basic way is through workshops,
Yeah.
consistent training, and whatnot. Ano. Pero, another aspect is the establishing the policies. No? The policies in using, for example, in acquiring a hardware, in acquiring software licenses, how do you keep your backup? So those policies should be established in stage 2. Okay. Again, I won't be discussing the details of stages 1 and 2 because those are, just basic ones. And again, uh, you can review my earlier post about these things. Ano. Okay, so stage 3 naman. So once you are equipped, hardware-wise, employee naman, your team are open and ready for the transition and digital transformation, then that's the time you start with the business process automation. There's no like kasi maraming aspects in a business process di ba? Meron marketing, may sales, may HR,
Yeah.
may operations and back office, di ba? So, syempre, ang tanong diyan, saan ka magi-start? Where would you start, no? I think we've discussed this before. It depends on the DNA of the company. If they are employee-centric, then they can start with HR. If they are customer-centric, they can start with marketing or support, no. But in any case, you have to consider all aspects in digital transformation.
Yeah.
But to me, ideally, it should start with marketing and then sales because wala naman gagawin si operations and HR kung wala namang sales di ba? So you start with that and then the back office and operations after, no? Of course, HR. So that's the stage 3, no? Later on, I'll discuss further the overview about the digital business process automation. Before that, I'll jump muna sa stage 4. So after you've established the automation of your business processes, ang next stage na dyan, which is the last stage, is the performance management. Okay. Ang end result kasi of a business process automation are the analytics,
Yeah.
the reports that you will get from automating your business, di ba? Of course, yung value of having a real-time information is very important, compared
Yeah.
to kasi like most of the time if you want to know certain information about your business like what's my inventory level, what's my sales last week, what's my profit last month. So, kung hindi available yung information na yan, it is very difficult to run the business. Di ba? It's
Yeah.
very difficult to assess and strategize where would you go in the next quarter or in the next month or the next year. No? When you say digital business performance management, we're talking about the business intelligence. No? All the information needed for you to decide what to do with your business. Then, ang
Yeah.
technology available dyan, tinatawag na BI or business intelligence. And then, yung medyo advanced aspect is the AI or artificial intelligence. No? So, yun na yung last stage of digital performance management. So, in conclusion, if you can make these 4 stages, this journey, then I think you have covered all aspects of digital transformation for your small business. Diba? You start with stage 1 and then stage 2. Then while doing stage 3 and stage 4 gradually at your own pace. No? Later on in our next episode, I'm gonna be discussing each aspect in business process automations from marketing, ano ba yung
Nice. Yeah.
technologies that we can use in sales, in HR, accounting, and whatnot. Ano. But before that, just to wrap up this episode, I'm gonna be giving a overview muna dun sa business process automation. Probably
Okay.
some checklist that the listeners can get at least an overview before we
Yeah.
proceed with the individual details. Do you have any questions so far?
Maybe at the end.
Okay. Yung business process automation or BPA is the process of streamlining yung organization's business process, no, through the use of technology like what we call ERP, enterprise resource planning. We have customer relationship management or CRM, accounting and payroll software solutions, no. It can also be defined as across the board implementation of software solutions, no, to automate the business process, like I said kanina, marketing, sales, HR, and operations, no. So one of the benefits, of course, is that it accelerates how we get things done. Kung
Yeah.
before nagsusulat tayo ng invoice, handwritten, di ba? If you automate it, you just key in the information and then generate the invoice, no. Mas maganda pa nga, especially if you're preparing your invoice on a monthly basis, generated na lang siya on a monthly basis, no. So ano ba
Yeah.
yung mga, yun yung mga use cases ng for example in customer support, no, 'di ba? So if we can automate the tasks doon sa customer support, then better. Meron tinatawag na mga customer support systems or ticketing systems that can automate the process of attending to customer complaints. Di ba? Merong approval management. Kung before, you are keeping the hard copies of the documents that you want your management to sign. Pero if you have implemented an approval process online, wherein you don't have to be physically present to sign a
Yeah.
document, di ba? That's another one use case of business process automation. Another use case is for example preparation of purchase order to your suppliers, di ba? So from the time your inventory clerk requests for a purchase, daming mga process niyan. So if it's a manual process, it's very tedious and not efficient, di ba? So, yun yung mga benefit. Well, the major benefit of course yung increased value per work because automating the tasks that are not important means that your employees are becoming more efficient. So you can maximize the value of your employees in handling tasks kasi hindi niya kailangan gawin yung mga manual like pagsusulat. Yung very simple example of handwriting
Yeah, that's true.
to your forms, di ba? So in effect, another benefit is higher employee satisfaction. Kasi yung mga ayaw niyang gawin, hindi niya na-automate na, di ba? Like
Yeah.
for example, ang pinaka-simplest example is an accountant. The main role of an accountant is to analyze the financial statements, but not to book, to the tedious task of recording transactions. Di ba? So, if you don't automate that task, the recording of transactions, then, of course, the employee or the accountant is not fulfilled in doing their job, di ba?
Yeah.
Especially yung mga repetitive tasks na ginagawa ng mga tao. So, a benefit is happy employees lead to better work performance. Diba? Then obviously, another benefit is to minimize human error. Kasi humans naman are not machines. They're bound to, make little errors here and there, diba? So
Yeah.
these people are more prone to errors if they are especially unmotivated, no? So automating their tasks reduces significantly the errors in recording transactions, in executing their tasks, diba? Pero ang pinaka main benefit talaga is to business growth. Kasi if you're automated, then you can capture more sales.
Yeah.
If you're automated, then you will know right away what are the expenses that are not necessary. Tinatawag na profit leaks, di ba? So you can easily identify ano ba yung mga unnecessary expenses ko. You can be more efficient in attending to business problems, di ba?
Yeah.
Iyon, so siguro yung last that I want to iterate here are the possible technologies that a small business can use in
Yeah.
each department or function in their business, no? isa-isahin natin. So, sa marketing, of course, yung nabanggit ko kanina, you have to have a website, yung tinatawag na search engine optimization. Kasi if you have a website, then you cannot be easily found in Google, for example, then hindi siya effective, di ba? Tinatawag na SEO or search engine optimization to
Yeah.
optimize your website na para madali kang makita sa internet, especially sa search. You have to have like content marketing, tinatawag na email marketing. May mga technologies like MailChimp or mga email platforms to automate that. Yung nabanggit mo kanina, social media, may tinatawag na online paid ads, 'di ba? And then influencer and affiliate marketing platforms, no? So those are the marketing tools to automate your marketing process, no? Sa
Yeah.
sales process naman, may tinatawag ng customer relationship management or CRM, merong quotation software, may tinatawag na e-commerce to capture sales from the website. May mga technologies like Shopify or WooCommerce that you can use. If you're a restaurant, may POS, 'di ba? Point of sale, dun na nag-enter ng transactions yung cashiers. If you're a hotel or hospitality industry, may tinatawag na mga hotel reservation management.
Yeah.
Pag hospital ka, may hospital management, booking systems for services, at kagaya ng mga mobile apps, 'di ba? If you want to book for a Grab, 'di ba? So those are another aspect of digital transformation. May digital loyalty programs, yung mga card that, 'di ba, yung mga points, rewards cards. Those are tools that you can use to improve your sales. Okay. Sa human resources naman, to manage your HR, inabanggit natin in our last series, meron tayong HR database, employee database, or tinatawag na HRIS, mga employee onboarding programs, training and performance management. May mga software na pwedeng gamitin for that. So operations naman, generally, tawag doon is ERP or Enterprise Resource Planning, which is the bread and butter of our company. Merong mga job order management, sales order management, order fulfillment management, inventory management, help desk or support software like Freshdesk. Of course, yung accounting, procurement, inventory management. So, yun yung mga software or solutions that you can use to adapt digital transformation. And then lastly, yung executive analytics, yung business intelligence software or BI kung tawagin, big data and artificial intelligence and reporting tools, no. Basically, again, this is just a high level software solutions or technologies that you can use to onboard to adapt digital transformation, ano. Of course, yung mga reports na pwede mo makita is sa sales, ilan ba yung inquiries ko for today, for the week?
Yeah.
Ilan ba yung qualified leads ko? Ilan ba yung sales ko in volume and in value? 'Di ba? Right away, you'll know ilan ba yung employees ko na naka-leave today? What is the project status ngayon? Like right now, we have about 20 projects, 'di ba? I want to know what is the status of each. Then, pag wala akong software, I have to ask my team pa, 'di ba? The status. If you are into trading, how many sales have you fulfilled this week? Ilan pa yung natitira, di ba? Ilan ba yung incoming purchases? Yeah, so, magkano yung pera ko sa bangko? How much is my, did I profit today? So, there are so many information that you can use if you just automate your business process.
Yeah.
Ayun. Pero of course, sabi ko nga is that you don't have to implement it one time, big time, no? At one shot, ano? You have to do it gradually. It's like parang you are constructing a building, no? You do it one step at a time. Because your team or your employees will also be surprised, 'di ba? Of sudden changes, no? At the same time, you have to be careful as well kasi sometimes you have to be practical kasi sometimes you might get a solution that is overkill for your operations.
Yeah.
Di ba? I mean, like, if you buy an SAP kasi one of the, the largest solutions provider or software
Mm-mm.
vendor in the world, obviously it's expensive, di ba? So it doesn't make sense if you buy an SAP if your business is this small lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Something like that. So you have to be practical as well. Later on, we'll be discussing the more details about it, how to execute a business process automation, how to execute marketing, details about content marketing, social media marketing, HR, down to yung na-discuss ko kanina, operations and whatnot. So it's gonna be a long series, and I hope you guys stay tuned because it's gonna be an exciting series. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, I love the details of and the overview of, just being able to see the foundation of digital transformation.
Mm.
Because I always see it on the surface level.
Mm.
So seeing its foundation really helped me understand it more. It's more than, like my answer, it's more than social media and everything.
Mm.
Question that I can ask is, what are some of the sources that you can suggest to the older generation to learn how to be more tech savvy in general?
Older generation?
Yeah.
Um,
Or just anyone actually who's not tech savvy.
of course, the my first recommendation is Dennis Hilario.
Yeah.
Because my topic and my niche is all about digital transformation for small businesses, no. And then marami namang mga, ako kasi I am not really fond of studying theoretical information. I'm
Yeah.
more on a practical information. For example, uh, if I learn that, like in this case that we're discussing, no, if I learn that we have to start in marketing, then what I do is practically is to start learning first marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean marketing tools or marketing automation, di ba?
Yeah.
So the resource that I would recommend is YouTube and
That's true.
Google, di ba? Like
YouTube has everything.
in my case, um, we've been utilizing Google ads, Facebook ads
Mm.
over the years. Even our family business, the blinds, the window blinds, carpet, as you know, we it has been a lucrative business even before pandemic,
Yeah.
utilizing Google Ads. I think Google Ads and SEO, di ba? And
Mm-hmm.
we learned those things sa Google din and sa YouTube. There's a lot of free tutorials on how to do it, how to do content marketing and whatnot. So I think you just need the motivation to do it and realize what are the benefits if you implement these solutions or automation tools.
Another question I thought of was looking at it from a bigger perspective, maybe in 5 to 10 years. What do you think digital transformation would look like for businesses?
Yeah, I think there will be a big change. It's actually happening now, no.
Yeah.
It's AI, artificial intelligence. Though ano siya, I know there will be a lot of benefits in AI, no. Like in our case, I've been playing around ideas already with our solutions. For
Mm.
example, in accounting, an AI-based financial analytics,
Yeah.
like the software itself will recommend to you what you should do to increase your profits, to expedite cash flow,
Mm.
yung mga ganon, ano, those are very exciting technologies
That's
in
true.
artificial intelligence, like a voice command na what is my sales today, then the system will just
Yeah.
tell you what's your sales today, di ba? So those, ano lang siya, kagaya nga nasabi ni Elon Musk, no, is medyo scary talaga kasi
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Like with technology holding a lot of power, how do we make sure that, it's at a certain level where it won't destroy or harm?
Right. Yeah. It has to be like really the government, especially in the US, no, or these countries who are developing, yung mga fast-growing countries developing
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, they have to have they have to really look into this seriously
Yeah.
and regulate it. Kasi otherwise, it's not impossible that these machines will be more intelligent than us. Di ba?
Yeah, that's true.
And yung theory sa The Matrix movie will happen in reality. That's
Not
so scary.
impossible.
It's not impossible, yes. Some people kasi they think that the task will really do it for them. No, I think the
Mm.
best way of looking at it is that you still have to do the task. It's just that you just use these tools to help you do the task. No,
Yeah.
no, yung iba kasi ang tendency is that like for example if our clients, no, when they look for a vendor or software, they always want or desire something na 100% of their task talaga is may eliminate na. There's no
Yeah.
such thing as that, ano. You have to really balance these things kasi otherwise marami kasing digital transformation initiative din na nagfe-fail eh.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
so hindi siya automatic na once you buy a technology, then automatically you'll be 'di ba? Everything goes smoothly. There's no such thing as
Mm.
that. You have to be on top of it as the
Yeah.
business owner to implement a business process automation. You have to be on top of it. Hindi mo siya pwedeng iasa lang sa employees mo because if you do that, then I am 100% sure it will not be a success.
Yeah. I have one last
Yeah,
question,
sure.
maybe to close this. Bouncing off of just what you said, actually,
Mm.
maybe the business owners who are watching or listening can take note of. But what are some of the characteristics that a business owner can possess to be able to adapt to digital transformation?
Yeah, number one is an open mind, di ba?
Yeah.
If the business owner is tech savvy, then it's easier to adapt digital transformation. Pero if not, I think it's important also to have like a consultant, no?
Mm.
A trusted consultant or even it can be an employee or it can be a third party or it can be a professional
Yeah.
who can run the execution or implementation of these technologies, no.
Mm.
Pero even though you assign this to someone, you still have to be on top of it, diba? To make sure that the things will go.
That's it.
I mean, the adaptation will be successful.
To add to that lang, be having an open mind is important because technology is very big and
Mm.
there's so much to learn about it.
Right.
If you keep a close mind, it will be difficult for you to adjust also.
In a practical sense kasi, ang most of the time nangyayari din is that if you assign the project to an employee and then of course there's a vendor, 'di ba? There's a
Mm.
vendor who will execute or render the services. Most of the time nagkakaroon ng conflict 'yan eh
Mm.
because your employees demand for something and then the vendor has limited capabilities, 'di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Most of the time nagkakaroon yan ng conflict. So it's your job also na if you be on top, ikaw yung magiging like bridge between the two. If you and your consultant probably, to compromise, to have a compromise. Kasi ang common tendency talaga in doing this is ano eh, I want everything. I
Mm.
want all the features, I want to implement this, I want to automate that. Yun yung nagiging challenge din ng vendor eh because the vendor of course hindi naman niya kayang ibigay lahat yun. 'Di ba?
That's
There's always a limitation. So and ang nangyayari is that the company or the business is scope creeping. Meaning, I want this feature. I thought kasama to sa project natin. Bakit wala? Di ba? So, ayun. So, do you have any other question?
No, that's it. Thank you for all the insights. Yeah, guys, thank you for listening and watching. Those are the 4 stages to digital transformation and an overview as well. If it's your first time here consuming our podcast, welcome. And don't forget to subscribe or like this video if you guys want to see more content like this. And yeah, anything more you want to add?
Guys, check out my Accounting Starter Digital course. Check it out at accountingcourseph.com. And then make sure to stay tuned as well because we're gonna be discussing, I think our first probably is about marketing. No, business process automation in marketing. So it's an exciting topic.
Yeah. Thank you guys
Okay.
so much. We'll see you on the next one.
DX your life in business. Have a great day.